A lot's been written about how women can look young as they age, but there's not much out there about healthy aging, looking at the body and the brain. One doctor is trying to change that with her new book, A Woman's Guide to Healthy Aging. Author and Dr. Vivien Brown joins me now from downtown Toronto. Good morning, Dr. Brown. Nice to see you.
Hi, good morning. It's such a pleasure to be here.
You are a busy doctor with a thriving practice. Why did you feel it was important to write a book specifically on women's health?
Well, you know, Marcia, I've been doing this for quite some time, and I really felt I wanted to share some of the lessons that I teach and some of the lessons that I've learned after being in practice for more than 30 years.
You identify 7 key ways to stay healthy, and we can post those 7 key ways: nutrition, exercise and sleep, brain health, immunization and disease prevention, menopause, cardiac health, and osteoporosis. I want to focus on a couple of them, namely sleep, because I'm sure you hear it all the time. People aren't sleeping well these days. Do we underestimate how important getting shut-eye is?
Absolutely. Healthy sleep is important for our brains to rejuvenate and to be strong and vibrant. And you know what some people do and what we all do at some point is we're working to the last minute, and we shut our computers and then we say, okay, time to go to sleep. And that's not how our bodies respond. We need that downtime, that winding down time in order to get ready for sleep, just the way we get into a schedule with a baby getting ready for sleep. And then we're more likely to have good sleep. I talk about a number of things that we need to do, and it's really important for all of us because sleep affects our cardiac health, it affects our brain health, it affects everything in our world.
And one of them that stuck out for me is not to charge your cell phone in your bedroom. Yikes. Yeah. Okay, you also talk about heart disease, and this we know is the #1 cause of death in Canadian women. What are the best ways to protect our hearts?
Well, the absolute most important thing I can tell you and your listeners is quit smoking if you're a smoker. Smoking still is happening all over Canada. Young women are on the increase in terms of smoking. And what we know is that smoking affects your arteries, it affects your brain, it affects how your heart works. So the #1 thing is quitting smoking. If you're not a smoker, the next thing is to get out there and start being active. It's important for all of us to be active on a regular basis. And we know, unfortunately, that young people are often sitting in front of a screen, not playing outside, and we're seeing rises of obesity in Canada. So activity, weight, quitting smoking, these are really important to protect your heart.
What are some of the biggest myths out there? What do you hear from women, from patients about aging and staying healthy that you want to debunk?
I think it's really important that women take time for themselves. And, you know, when women take times for themselves to exercise, to be socially connected, they often feel they're being selfish. They're taking time away from their family, but they're actually being selfless. You know, when we're on a plane and the flight attendant tells us when the oxygen comes down, you put it on yourself first. If you don't take care of yourself, you won't be there to take care of everybody else. So I encourage women to make themselves a priority, at least for some of the time.
Dr. Brown, do you have to do all these 7 things, or would you be happy if we did just a couple?
They're not really things that you have to do. They're areas of health to focus on. And so when we look at personalized medicine, something in your family history may be more important for you compared to something in somebody else's family. I think that the book is meant as a companion, as a guide for you to read over what will work for you and what are the important areas. You know, some people are healthy eaters. They've been brought up like that. That chapter may not be as important for them, but they may really want to look at the chapter on vaccine, for example. So different things for different people. I think it's meant to be a guide, something you can refer to, you can share with your friends, and that's what it's all about.
And it's a nice size. It's not one of these onerous reads that is a bit intimidating. It's a great book.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Vivien Brown. The book is called A Women's Guide to Healthy Aging. Take care. All the best.